What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Dre, aka Bryson Taylor Jr. And today we got my main man, Caleb. What would I tell people out there, Caleb?
First you know me as Kalicious Oreo Foot.
Oreo Foot. Kalicious Oreo Foot.
You know me. We out here.
On deck. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Chris. You know, tell people out there.
What's up, it's your boy? It's me, your boy Lucius Love Boat, aka Chris.
Yeah. Did we ever figure out if a Love Boat was ever a thing?
It was in the intro until we cut it out.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's true.
That is true.
And today it's a big episode, and it's about the presidential election, man. And we all know that I was in the middle. You know, I don't want Trump, but I don't want Hillary. If I had to vote, I'd vote for Hillary. You know, you need to tell the people what your stance is.
Personally, I think this was just such a weird election. Like, you can't compare this to, like, Obama versus Romney or, when Obama was going against John McCain. Like, they're not even comparable. And those are the ones that were within our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like, this is a weird thing. And it wasn't a vote of who, like, you loved as a president and who you felt represented you. It was a protest against the other person.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, my stance was not that, oh man, Trump, I think he's the best president we'll ever have. He's better than Kennedy, Lincoln, all of those guys.
Yeah.
I thought, because I can't vote, but if I could, I would think I would vote for Trump because I wanted to protest against what Hillary stood for.
Yeah. So what would you protest that Hillary stood for? Like what?
Well, it was actually funny. I remember watching the stream on YouTube yesterday for the election, and what people didn't like about Hillary most was that they felt like they couldn't trust her and that she was a liar.
Well, yeah.
And
People
for
thought
me,
she was very sneaky.
yeah, there was a lot of wrong things that she did in her because she has a long career in government.
An extensive career.
Yeah, which helps with her being more prepared for that government position, but it also means that with that a lot of scandals and and just terrible things happen with her career.
Chris, your perspective?
Hillary?
That's it. You just say no. You got to elaborate. You got to elaborate on why you want Hillary.
I agree with y'all. Like, she's a very sneaky, untrustworthy person. But I just really didn't want Trump, you know. Although, like, it's a very low percent that he's actually going to do stuff he said he's going to do. Because that's what all presidents do. They talk big game when they're running. Then when they get in, nothing happens.
Well, yeah, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But and also another big reason why is because Hillary has actually been involved in the government.
This is true.
Trump is never. He's not she was. Wasn't she what was she? Wasn't
secretary.
She was Secretary of State. You know, so she she was in. You know,
when Bill was president, Hillary was saying she was basically running the White House when Bill was in there.
Hold on, let's just take a moment to realize how close we were to having Hillary as the president and Bill as the first man.
Oh yeah, that would have been weird.
That would have been weird.
I could just imagine Bill walking around like a big old robe.
Has anybody seen that he has the suds right now? He's gonna be like SpongeBob, just walking around with the suds. He's so old now.
I feel like it'd be pretty weird if he was the first man like that. You know how embarrassing
Bill Clinton would be the first man.
Yeah, because your wife
the first
run
president.
the country. She run it'd be foul if she went all 4 years, even though because we all know Bill Clinton got impeached.
Well, that was about to happen with Monica Lewinsky.
Oh yeah,
that was about to happen, and that's why it's even funnier that Bill would have been second to Hillary. He's I did all that stuff. I kind of betrayed you, but it's all good now.
Yeah. That'd been funny if Hillary won and then Bill go up to Hillary. Hey, honey, can I get $10 to go to the gas station real quick? You know.
Why 10? It'd be 10 million. What? What?
Get a couple of dollars.
No. That's not.
No, you better sit down.
Only $10. How does that happen?
You have a budget of $10.
But yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore because Hillary's not in office, so we don't have to worry about Bill.
Oh yeah, no. We got to worry about Trump. This Bill Clinton, him being the first, that's kind of embarrassing.
Being first to that woman that you betrayed 10 years ago, got impeached out almost.
No, that's longer than 10 years ago.
No, that was 1997. That's exactly 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's
well, not exactly, but like that would have been because Trump isn't going to be like putting his hand on the Bible until January, so technically it's still. So I mean, I know I'm not the host.
It's still so surreal. That's not sunk in yet for me. It is not sunk in.
Even though I would support him over Hitler, like, and I did kind of want him over Hitler. Like, it still like blows my mind. Like, that actually happened. Like, this is a real thing.
Trump, to me, is considered a celebrity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Trump, yeah. So Chris, personally, what do you think? Like, after the election and stuff, what's gonna happen?
I think honestly nothing. Like, I feel like a lot of people are tripping, freaking out. Oh my gosh, Trump's gonna be president.
Especially more in person than online.
Yeah.
It's dead silence. Like, Hillary has not posted anything in 10 hours. Trump has not posted anything in like 20 hours.
Yeah, like everyone's freaking out. Oh my gosh, world's coming to an end. Trump's president. You know.
I heard, I saw this one, I completely did not agree with this, but it was on social media, and then there was so black people, they finally got their president, you know, which was Obama. So it was like, so why can't rednecks and stuff like that? So why can't we get Trump? I was like, we've already had a racist president before. Do you guys? Well, I'm not calling George Washington racist, but George Washington, he had slaves. You know what I'm saying? So we just forgot about that.
That's true.
See, that's something that they don't teach you guys in history class. See, I'm talking like old brethren right now. I said brethren. I call old people brethrens because they old and they know. You know, it's something that they don't teach you in school. You know, but George Washington, he had slaves.
But a lot of the presidents were racist and had slaves until Abraham Lincoln. Like, he was the one who abolished it.
Like, he's the one who
everyone before him accepted it. Like, hey, let's get these slaves.
I don't know if they're like that.
They're exactly like that.
I don't know about that. But you can continue. I don't know why you. But this is a serious topic. I don't know why.
See, this shows how much Chris is. All right, Chris, you can just leave. You can get off physically. Don't stop the host. Just like the new intro, like. Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah,
we're gonna Photoshop my face over you, Chris. Forget you. All right. What do I think? I honestly can't believe it's a real thing. Like, this is an actual thing that happened in real life. This is not like a dream. How do I feel about it now? That's almost like, well, I hope this is a good thing. I mean, I'm glad it's not Hillary, because I think that would have made me more scared for the future.
Yeah.
But he's not my ideal president.
Yeah.
You know, of course. If I'm honest, I would have preferred Bernie Sanders. Like, I love Bernie Sanders.
Socialism.
Like, it's not it's just like his policies and the way he was. Like, he was the last generation of genuine politicians.
Yeah.
You know, like back, and that was like during Kennedy's time. He is such like a genuine guy, and if he had ran for president, you know, and it wasn't like, because Hillary did rig the DNC against Bernie, the Democratic National Party, against Bernie. If that hadn't happened, and it was Bernie versus Trump.
Bernie
game over.
Yeah.
Game over. It's Bernie.
Could have been
hands down. Like, everyone loves Bernie, but the thing is, like, he was too, and that's what I love about it. Like, that's the one thing that I would say I like and respect about Trump, is that he is anti-establishment. He's not for, like, you know, going for what he listens to people say. He thinks for himself.
Yeah.
And he says what's on his mind. So even it, you know, I think everyone has to at least respect that fact, that he's not afraid.
But I think saying what's on your mind is sometimes dangerous.
There's 3 steps. There's 1, learning not to be like a sheep and like speak out. 2 is to be able to like speak your mind completely. And 3 is learn when to shut your mouth. Trump is on that 3rd level right now.
Yeah. Anyway, this wraps up Dre's Weekly Dose, the extra official podcast. Continue to make you laugh. This is coming from the man with the sauce.
The boss
with the sauce. What's the sauce dipping in there? Marinara.
Sauce.
Who frowns like a boss. Boss. We out.